Okay, so again, we are on step 4. If you're looking at your instructions. So all this extra thread right here, you can just go ahead and snip right off. Put it in a pile, something that's easy for you to throw away later. So I always try to bunch it up a little bit. Okay, so here we are. We have the wrong sides of our pieces, or the right sides of our pieces put together. What you're going to do next is you are going to flip it so that the right sides of your pieces are together. And the reason we're doing this, and you just kind of want to fold it in, and you want to make sure that this seam right here is right on the top. And we're doing this so that the front of your Chromebook, like in the front section, it's going to be nice and even, and you'll see a pretty edge instead of seeing an edge that looks like this. It'll be a nice folded over edge. All right, so after you've done this step, I would go iron it and just iron it down so that it's exactly folded where you want it to be folded. Ironing just helps. I've always said I'm an impatient crafter, so I don't always do that. But again, whenever I do, I think, wow, that's so much easier. So there you have it. Now, the next step, give me 1 second. Here we go. So this is step 5. We turned our fabric so that the correct sides of the fabric are together. So this is the correct side, it's on the outside, and there's our lining. Okay, now, then we are on step 6. So you take your batting, that is for the smaller piece. So again, you want to make sure we've got our 2 pieces. You can tell which one's smaller. So take the smaller piece, and you're going to stick it in between these 2 pieces of fabric. So you want to go all the way up to the top and all the way down to the bottom. Okay. So then you're going to go ahead and you are going to stitch on the outside. So you're going to stitch down one side, across the bottom, and up the other side until like the whole thing is stitched together. And you're going to do it just like this. The reason why we don't need to turn this fabric inside out is because eventually we will, these corners and stuff will disappear because of how our Chromebook will be labeled, like will be set. All right, so now we're going to go back over to the machine. I'm going to show you stitching down, across, and back up, and then we'll take on the back of our Chromebook. Very exciting.